Come here, Roo. And Sawyer, come on, buddy. Sawyer. Roo. Sawyer. Alright guys, as you can tell, I'm getting this part of the deck on right here, and this is kind of just a glimpse, an idea of what it's going to look like sticking out that far. It already, in my opinion, made it look way bigger. I'm not going to do the boards just like that. I am going to have them run this direction, but I'm not going to just butt them up like that. I'm not into seams and stuff like that on decks. I like it to look as clean as possible, so I'm not going to just like overlap boards or anything, and I'm not going to stagger them. You'll see whenever I do it. I kind of did it on Jared's porch whenever we did it, but I'll run some this way and some that way. I even thought about doing them diagonal and do like a cool pattern, but that's just too much work, to be completely honest. I'm not into that right now, because I do need to get the roof on here, and you know, there was a few comments saying I need to just dry the house in and do all that. I totally understand. I totally get you. I agree with you. That's why I'm trying to get this deck here, and I'm only going halfway right now because I still got to put the deck on that side. So I basically have to do exactly this, but on the other side. So I'm only going halfway, so I could go ahead and get my post right here, and then on the back I got to build a deck the same way on the back of it. That way I could go ahead and finish this side, and once I figure out the exact angles and everything of the porch, then I'll put the metal on the roof, and get both sides of the actual house, and it'll be dried in. And then I'm going to, while I'm up there doing all that, I'm going to finish that right there on the sides, and at that point it'll be completely dried in. And just want to let you guys know I am working on the roof first to dry the house in, and that's why I'm getting the porch on first, so I could dry it in, get the roof on the whole thing right here and get it dried in. So I am taking your advice, and I'm just doing it a little different, I guess. So you know, let me know what you think about this so far. It's pretty cool. As you guys saw, digging these holes is a nightmare. I'm gonna do some concrete, but really and truly I'm not too worried about this whole thing. I'm gonna have cinder blocks under most of it, holding it up. And then really and truly, if there's a tornado coming, just take the house. I don't even care at that point. Me cementing it into the ground isn't going to do anything if a tornado comes through here, let's be real. And so I'm not really too worried about that. But guys, what do you think so far? I got this deck on. Maybe you're starting to see the vision. This is huge. It looks way bigger. It's not a lot. It's 4 feet by 8 feet. So it's not a whole lot, but it makes it look way bigger. And then I'm going to add 4 feet on the other side. It's going to make it look even bigger. And now that I'm looking at it, I do wish the deck would go out further. And I really would, but it's so close already to the fence over there. I don't want to extend it out even further, and I don't want the steps coming straight down to that. So I think I'm going to just do the steps as is on the side there, and then keep it 6 feet. I'd love it to be 8, but really and truly, I'm out here. It's a tiny house. It's not that big of a deal, so I'm going to keep it at 6. But I got to keep building. All right, guys. So after working all this time, I'm going to drink me a cold one. No, this isn't alcohol. This is liquid death. Mountain water, murder your thirst. And Austrian Alps. So, never had it. One of you awesome subscribers sent these to me. Sent me a bunch of them. 2 cases. And then a shirt. And some koozies and a sticker. So, I don't know if you're affiliated with this. Or if you just had it, you thought it was cool. It's where you're from. Pretty sure there's a tick walking on my back right now. I can feel it. Yep. Got it right there. That's an everyday thing. But yeah, just picked a tick off my butt in front of you. Get over it. So I'm gonna try this liquid death for the first time. I have no idea. Never even heard of it. Doesn't really smell like anything. I'm one of those weird people. I smell everything before I drink it for the first time. Do any of y'all do that? So, that was another tick. So let's try this liquid death for the first time. That's some pretty good water, I'll say that. I'm really not the biggest fan of water, to be completely honest. And I've had canned water before. It's not that great. I was on this tour, Warped Tour, for many years, and it was Monster energy drinks. But Monster would just put water in cans. But it would say Monster, but in the bottom it would just say Tour Water. And so all the kids thought you were drinking energy drinks, and they'd go buy them. You know, marketing. But it's pretty good water. So I appreciate that. Woo! Alright guys, so today on this episode of This New House, we're gonna work on riding motorcycles. That's right. Alright guys, so I got this mini bike, but the bad thing is the tire's messed up. So I need to put this tire back on the rim, and this is how I'm gonna do it. Alright, so since the tire's off the rim, on this side it's good, but this side it's not. You can have your air compressor ready, and I'm gonna take some starting fluid, I'm gonna spray it in there, then I'm gonna light it, and then the gas is gonna expand. Hopefully the bead will seat itself and it'll work. And I got it up off the ground a little bit, so it has room, so it's not pushed down, so it has room to explode. So hopefully this will work. I've done it before, but sometimes it takes a minute. You gotta be ready to put the fire out too. Woo! That did not work. So that needs to be a little, there's too much of a gap. promise you I've done this before. But that is a good way to melt your tire. All right, let's try this again. Not so much this time. Try to close it up a little bit. There it goes. And there's your tire. It did it, but then you need air. And this, there it goes. And that's how you put your tire back on, with a little bit of starter fluid and a lighter and redneck ingenuity. All right, now that I got the tires good, I'm gonna put some gas in this thing. I did the oil and all that too, so we should be good. I've never used a tank like this. This is pretty awesome. It's easy to pour. I'm guessing the gas tank on this bike's only about 2 gallons, maybe 2.5. I'm real curious to see how long it lasts. But this bike is actually brand spanking new, and I got a really good deal on it. And so I jumped on it because I was gonna buy a mountain bike like I told you guys. And for literally just a little bit more, I got this. So I'm pretty excited. I'm gonna let the, if I can get this on. There it goes. I'm gonna let the engine warm up for a little bit before riding it, let all the oil and everything do its thing. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this sucker and let it idle for a while. That was not supposed to happen. If I didn't catch that on camera, no one would believe me. All right. So apparently this throttle was stuck on. It's pretty wild. Let's try this again. So I guess I better put the motorcycle up and do something more productive. Alright guys, so I got I guess a little less than a third of the deck on there. Of course I only put a couple of screws because I'm trying to make sure it's all going where it needs to be, but as you can tell I got a 2x4 right here. Of course it looks a little off because all these need to be screwed down more, but I got a 2x4 between, so it'll basically be like that. All the boards going that way and then one going this way. Then the next part right here be the same thing, and then be the same thing over there. So now that I'm getting this, pretty much I have this lip right here exposed because I'm going to end up putting stairs here, and then I'm going to cut, basically I'm going to trim it to fit so it just fits perfectly. I wanted to make sure that I had it butted up over there as good as I could. I measured out enough for the cedar to fit back there, and a little bit of wire because I'm going to put wire mesh on there so I can put the chinking on. And then I left just enough of a gap so when rain does come down and it hits, it will get between the boards and it's not butted straight up against it. Plus I still got to put my flashing and stuff back there, which I'll end up taking that last board off, putting the flashing on, putting it back on. That's why I'm not too worried about screwing all these down too crazy right now. I do know that I need to screw them in sooner than later so they don't start to warp, but for now I got part of the deck here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and work that way. But on the ends over here I'm going to have to come and cut and then add a whole nother deck on the back of it or whatever. So I'm gonna end up doing that, and then I may even, to be completely honest, that's why I didn't really go with the deck that way yet, I may drop it down, you know, maybe 2 feet and build stairs that way, so the back deck is actually a little bit lower, and you kind of can go down since it's already pretty high up off the ground over there. So I may do that. I'm gonna look at it, but I am going to try to get this done hopefully before it rains. It's supposed to rain again. I can't escape the rain for whatever reason. It's literally rain like every day. But I'm going to go ahead and try to work my way this way and put the deck on all the way up to this as well. And then if I have enough time, I'll continue the deck out over here. Almost fell. Put the deck out over here in the front because I need to get pillars going up and bring the roof out. Okay, so I was going to do something, but now that I've been thinking about it, and I'm glad I thought about it, because this is what I originally wanted. I think what I'm going to do is that roof line, I'm going to extend all the way out. I was going to do a wraparound porch to where it was just flat from the 8 foot, and then it'd be at the top, coming there, coming out. But now I'm thinking I want to keep it open on the front and bring that whole roof line out. That way it just looks cooler. So from out here, when you're farther away, you still get that nice, I don't even know what you'd call it, just that look or whatever. So it'll look more like a barn rather than a wraparound porch the whole way. It'll be a wraparound porch, but it's gonna look cooler. And then on the front, where it's exposed and it's open, underneath the roof, I want to put big cedar posts and stuff, make it look real cool and rustic. And that's the main reason I want to do it that way. And then of course I got these posts in the ground here. It might be temporary. I'm not 100% sure because I'm going to get cedar logs when I go out to the Sawyer's house and make the poles going up to hold the porch all the way in. I may just put the poles straight on the deck and screw them from underneath, big old lag bolts, or I'll just have them go all the way to the ground and it'll just be even more support. I'll keep these unless they're in the way, like the corner over here for sure will have to be moved if I put the cedar all the way down the ground. So it'll be stronger that way, just a little harder because you got to go in a notch. We did that at the ranch. A lot of you guys probably didn't know, but if I remember, I'll try to link a video down in the description for you to watch. It was us doing this at our family ranch. My dad and I did a lot of work. We actually took the entire patio apart and put a brand new one on there, put cedar posts and everything. It was an old camp house that probably should have been torn down, but we fixed it up for the family, and we did cedar post stuff. It was a lot of work, but it looked really cool in the end. So I'm gonna go ahead and continue working on this. I probably won't show you, but I'm gonna go and work on this and try to get it knocked out before this rain, hopefully. this rain, it's every day up here, but you work around it and you do what you gotta do. I just don't understand building.
You've had a bad day.
No. I ain't falling for that one again. Come here, Bandit. Nah, those are mine. Sawyer, come here. Get back. Sawyer needs his first. Sawyer, come here. Get back, buddy. Sawyer. There you go. Pup. Alright. Now I can eat mine. Y'all leave me alone, these are mine. So as I'm cooking, the neighbors are over there, the ones that are always super loud and yelling and playing music loud. And at first I was just like, ugh, I can't ever film without them playing music. I can't ever just have peace and quiet. They're pretty far away, but they crank it up real loud. Well, I don't know if you can hear that, but they're playing Granger Smith and they were playing some Earl Dibbles Jr. stuff. So I'm totally cool with it, and if for some reason the music gets picked up and I lose my money and it's going to Granger Smith, totally cool with it, because that dude's awesome, and Earl Dibble Jr., he's even better. right, guys, so what do y'all think of the motorcycle? I know, not a necessity. I got a really good deal on it, so I jumped on it, and I just fell in the hole. But I have driven it down to the river. It goes all over the river rocks. It goes all over the place here where I go fishing. So instead of driving the truck, I could drive that, and it saves me a lot of gas, and it's fun. And also, I don't get good service here. So normally, if I don't go into town to edit, I have a spot here locally, if you want to call it that, that I drive to and I park and I get service. So now I could just jump on the little motorcycle, go over there, and save me gas, and it's just fun, kind of a little getaway, something for me to clear my mind and get away and have fun, kind of like the skit I did earlier, just for fun, guys. But I did, you know, this part of the deck, I got this part built, got all this on here, so I'm cool with that because I knew it was gonna rain. But unfortunately, it is gonna rain. Hopefully not too much this week and I get some stuff done. I am really trying to get these posts put in so I can get the roof on and get it completely dried in. And then yes, I'm gonna put that covered. And then I already bought a whole lot more wood here. I bought this from the local lumber yard. It is Kansas Supply, Kansas Building Supply is what it's called, and it's in Kansas, Oklahoma. And if you guys are needing any type of lumber, please go by and support a local business, especially right now in the time that a lot of small businesses are really going under and not doing great. Let's support them, guys. Instead of, you know, going to Lowe's or Home Depot, I've been going there. And I really enjoy the people. They're super fast. You go to Lowe's and Home Depot, you don't get a whole lot of help. Let's be real. You gotta load everything yourself. You have to walk around the store for like 6 hours trying to find someone to help you. Sometimes there's some cool people, but most of the time, not. Here at the Building Supply, you literally walk in. I said today, I said, I need 30 2x6 by 8s treated. They said, all right, cool, meet us in the back. Drove to the back, they loaded it up within 2 minutes. I was gone and on my way. It was awesome. The prices are literally cents above Home Depot and Lowe's. So you're really helping a small business and you're keeping them afloat. And I personally think that's awesome for you guys that are actually going out right now. If you're staying home, I think that's awesome as well. But guys, what do you think of the deck so far? And yes, I'm gonna let you guys know here before I put this 2x4 down in here. Of course it's still sticking up, but I put 2x4 underneath so you could screw into. Of course they're not going to go down now, but you could screw into them and it won't mess up or bow or anything like that. And then I'm going to go back and put a ton more screws in here, 3 in each board in each spot. And so this thing ain't gonna go anywhere. And then I'm gonna get this done here. And then I'm gonna go out to the Sawyer's house and try to get some cedar posts, get that done. So there is a lot going on right now. It's just basically we're working around this weather. So it kind of stinks, but it is what it is. And I don't know. What do you guys think so far of all this? I think it's awesome. I'm going to stain it the color I did the goat shelter. If you remember that, it's gunstock. And it's kind of an orangish type color, more of the cedar look, I personally think. And then we actually did Jared's gazebo man cave thing, that color, and I think it turned out really well. So I'm gonna do that, and I think it's gonna go with the cedar. Hopefully we get some cedar on here, hopefully get the roof on here, and all that cool stuff. So guys, thanks so much for watching today. And my voice cracked a little bit because I'm a 34-year-old grown man, okay? Leave me alone. So guys, I hope you have a good day, and I appreciate you guys watching and supporting me, but I got to get this video out. I need to dodge this weather, and if it quits raining, I'll probably ride down to the river and have some fun on a little mini bike. So guys, we'll see y'all later. I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and see y'all tomorrow morning on Coffee with the Crockers.